So we think about something like home ownership, right? And people complain that homes are very pricey, and they are. They're very expensive. Uh, Buying property in general is very expensive. It is one of those like very expensive things, like next to buying a car, that is probably going to cost the most money. And then people have this notion that home ownership is going to be out of reach. And if you live in a neighborhood where prices are in the millions and millions and millions, then yeah, it's probably going to be out of reach, especially if you work some low end job. And I want to be very clear. I'm not going to apologize that everyone should own a home regardless of income class. And in this country, that's not true. We understand that if you work like a minimum wage job, then owning a home is probably going to be way outside the spectrum of what's possible. But if you have like a really good job, then home ownership is within reach. And a lot of people complain like, well, home prices are so high. Home prices are so high. Like, you have to also think about, well, what do people do to own a home? The kind of people that don't have trust funds, the kind of people that don't have generational wealth, how do the first generation people who don't have generational wealth get into a home? And I thought about this a lot, and I read something on Reddit, and it made a lot of sense to me. Buying a home or saving for a home is probably about as hard as an obese person losing weight, right? Think about it for a second. Like, we all say, we need to lose weight, you need to lose weight, and then people talk about it, and then they'll try for a month, and then realize it's such a sacrifice that they're not going to do it. Home ownership is probably in that general realm too. And if you think about it, every month you're going to have to save money and be frugal about things, and you can't go out, and it's going to hurt. And other people are going to also experience the same thing. They're going to experience all this hardship too. And it's month after month after month, and it's going to take years. Like a heavy person, like an obese person trying to get that summer beach body, it is a lot of years that they're going to have to work by not eating junk food and all that. And it takes such a toll on the mind and the body. It's such a sacrifice. You're going to go through this emotional roller coaster. Home ownership, saving up for a home, is going to be that same emotional roller coaster. It is going to be month after month of doing the same things, working and saving and working and saving, and you're not going to go out, and you get a little depressed. But what you have to do is you're kind of going to have to like think of this end goal in sight. You're going to have to think of what's at the end of my journey. And the end of the journey is something you can call your own, a starter home that you could build wealth from, that you could have in your possession, that if you have children, you could pass down to your kids too. That is something you can set. A lot of people get angry by this. They say, well, I don't make enough money and I can't save. I live paycheck to paycheck. Okay, I understand that. So how do you stop living paycheck to paycheck? Can you apply for promotion? I went back to school to get new degrees, and that was a struggle in itself, but it was a 4.5 year sacrifice. I got more college certifications. I became better. My earning potential went up by nearly double. You can be a plumber. You can be an electrician. You can be in the trades. You can work yourself up. If you're at the bottom of some clothing store, then is there promotions to management? After management, is there district manager? Or are you stuck at some mom and pop store thinking like, this is the best I can do? Because if you think that's the best you can do, then you're absolutely right. That's the best you can do. And you'll never save enough money to earn that house. You'll always live paycheck to paycheck. And you're always going to feel sorry for yourself that, why all these people buying houses and I can't buy a house. How about you just stop feeling sorry for yourself and just try, right? What's the worst let's think about this. The worst that can happen is you save a bunch of money and you still can't get a house, but you've saved tens of thousands of dollars. That's the worst that's going to happen to you, is saving all this money, right? Let's say at the end of a 3-year journey or a 4 or 5 year journey even, you say, I still can't afford a house, or I don't want to. But then now go look at your savings, right? Go look at your savings. They should be the tens and twenties of thousands of dollars. And if they're not, then you're probably like that person that's cheating on their diet when they're trying to lose weight. I can go out once a night, or I can eat this hamburger. You're cheating yourself. So don't cheat yourself and just stick to the plan. You need to do these things. It's hard. It's so hard. It's difficult, but you can do it. There isn't a a pathway to say you can do it. And if you're young and you don't have kids, then have you thought about joining the military? They have a lot of plans for you too. Have you thought about joining the trades? And a lot of you say, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to join the military. I don't want to. That's the problem. You say, I don't want to do these things, but then you're short-sighting your own goal, right? You're short-sighting this end goal. You say, I don't want to do it. Well, then if you're not going to do it, then you're not going to get closer to the end goal, and you'll be stuck where you are, and you'll be, yelling at people that tried their best affording the home. This is probably really hard for you to hear, but I think somebody needs to tell you that it's possible. I'm telling you, it's possible. Keep on trying.